Oh, time now for some motivation to give us a strong start to the new year. New York Times #1 best-selling author Gabby Bernstein's 10th book just came out. It is called Self-Help. This is your chance to change your life. And boy, did you change my life a couple of years ago. Great to see you again.
It's always good to be with you.
I remember a couple years ago, so what are you going to say yes to? What are you going to say yes to? And I just blurted out, I'm going to say yes to marriage. It's something that Amber and I have been talking about, but when I put it out into the universe like that, it actually...
You launched it right here.
Wow, yeah. And it's something that you have a way of really tapping into people. And this book, I'm about halfway through. As I told you, I was rushing through it. I didn't want to rush through it.
Yeah.
It is the ultimate manifestation of intentions, you say. How so?
Well, Robin, you know this. We manifest what we believe. So what we often start to experience in our life is based on beliefs that we really don't want to be experiencing. And so when we start to shift our core beliefs and focus on our core beliefs, that's when we begin to manifest more of what we do want. It's the healing of those core beliefs that's required.
And I love how you said it's about intentions, not resolutions.
Yes. So I don't love coming into the new year with major resolutions because I think it's just setting yourself up for failure. And it makes you feel like you have something to fix. And I'm much more about compassionate connection inward and just setting intentions that are really positive and focusing on what it is we want to create rather than what we want to fix.
And there was something that I was not familiar with, and that's IFS, Internal Family Systems Therapy. When I was reading that, it made me want to know more about it. Tell folks what that is, because it's really throughout the book.
It's all throughout the book. This is a book based on a therapy called Internal Family Systems Therapy, founded by Dr. Richard Schwartz, who's a dear friend of mine. I practiced this therapy and I went on to get trained in the model. And once I had that experience, I realized this has changed me so much. It's my job to demystify and democratize this work and make sure that people can experience it safely in a self-help platform. So with his blessing, with Dick Schwartz's blessing, I wrote this book, Self-Help, which takes you through a 4-step check-in process that's based on the principles of this world-renowned therapy.
And how do we apply that to our day-to-day lives?
So the steps are simple. We all have these beliefs, as I mentioned. We manifest what we believe, and we all carry beliefs that are very, very young beliefs that we've had for all of our lives that often repurpose and replay in ways that we don't want to. So this is a practice of checking in with those belief systems. And the first step is to notice the belief system and choose to check in. So instead of checking out and picking up a drink or checking out and picking up the food, we would check inward, focusing your attention inward. And then the second step is to become curious about that belief or that pattern. And you would ask questions. So where do I feel that in my body? Or what do I notice about this? Or what do I know about it? How long has it been around? Is there a feeling or sensation attached to it? And then the third step is to compassionately connect to the belief and say, what do you need? What do you need? And once you've gone through those 3 steps, a real shift will occur inside, and that's where the 4th step starts to come in. And this is where the inner healer, your self-energy, that's why it's called self-help. The compassion might come through, and you would check for these C qualities of compassion, connection, curiosity, calmness. You'll feel more calm. Maybe you feel a little more courageous or creative. And these steps are designed to help you check in with these belief systems and habits and patterns instead of keep checking out. We spend so much time checking out. And so this is a practice of checking in to see how we can heal ourselves.
I know, and you gently, I won't say push the reader, but you say, okay, if you're ready for this, but the different times in the book, you're like, let's check in right now. And the real key here, Gabby, was when you said about compassion. And why am I feeling anxious? Why am I feeling? And then oftentimes it goes back to your childhood.
All of it does, exactly. And this is deep work, but it's made simply. But it's also for the willing, right? I put the big orange letters, self-help, on the cover. Like, if you know who you are if you're the reader of this book. But it's for anyone who really wants to transform their life. And I can guarantee it because I've lived it. I've practiced this principle over and over, repeated daily, multiple times a day, and it has changed my life.
Okay, you have changed so many lives, mine included. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you. I love being here with you on the new year.
It just really just sets the tone for the year for myself and so many others here on GMA. Bless you. And Self-Help, it is out now. For additional tips from Gabby to start strong in 2025, go to our website, goodmorningamerica.com.